In 1980, the largest ship ever built in Britain vanished without a single distress call. 44 people disappeared, and for 20 years, nobody knew why. Built in 1976, MV Giant designed to carry iron ore, coal, and oil across the world's most dangerous oceans. She was so enormous that neither the Panama Canal nor the Suez Canal could accommodate her. Her only route was through the world's roughest oceans. Marine engineers believed MV Derbyshire was one of the safest cargo ships ever built. Her enormous steel structure was designed to survive the world's most dangerous oceans. In July 1980, MV Derbyshire departed Canada carrying nearly 157,000 tons of iron ore, beginning a voyage that seemed completely routine. On the bridge, the captain and the crew carried out their daily routines. Nothing suggested that danger was waiting just over the horizon. For several days, the voyage remained peaceful. But far beyond the horizon, weather satellites were tracking a powerful tropical storm that was growing stronger every hour. The weather reports warned of Typhoon Orchid ahead. But storms were a normal part of life at sea, and the captain continued on course. Typhoon Orchid had grown into one of the most powerful in the Pacific. The giant cargo ship was now sailing directly toward its path.
Inside the bridge, the captain made a calm radio transmission.
This is MV Derbyshire. We are securing every hatch. We are preparing to ride out the storm.
It was the final message anyone would ever receive from MV Derbyshire. Moments later, the radio fell completely silent. No distress call, no emergency signal, and no lifeboats. Then, the largest ship ever built in Britain simply vanished. The search began immediately. Rescue aircraft and ships scanned thousands of square miles of ocean, but they found absolutely nothing. Yet not a single piece of evidence surfaced. It was as if the giant ship had simply vanished from history. Soon afterward, the official investigation reached a simple conclusion. The ship had been lost in extreme weather, and the case was considered closed. But the families refused to accept that explanation. They believed something far more serious had happened, and they began a fight that would last for decades. As the families searched for answers, they uncovered a disturbing fact. MV Derbyshire was not the only ship built with this design. She had 5 identical sister ships. Then another sister ship suffered a catastrophic structural failure, raising a terrifying question. Was Derbyshire destroyed by the storm, or by a hidden weakness in her design? Independent engineers refused to believe the official explanation. Their investigation pointed toward a possible structural design flaw hidden deep inside the ship. The government insisted there was no proof. Without finding the wreck, every theory would remain only a theory. 14 years later, the families raised their own money to search for the wreck. If the ocean held the answers, they would find them. More than 13,000 feet below the surface, the ROV entered a world where sunlight had never reached. Then, the lights revealed something enormous. After 14 years, MV Derbyshire had finally been found. What the cameras discovered shocked investigators. The ship had not broken apart the way everyone believed. The evidence revealed that the disaster did not begin deep inside the ship. It started at the very front, where powerful waves repeatedly struck the bow. Eventually, the small ventilation hatch covers failed. Seawater began pouring into the forward ballast compartments, completely unnoticed. As more water entered the bow, the front of the ship grew heavier and slowly dipped deeper into the sea. Then came the catastrophic failure. One after another, the massive cargo hatch covers collapsed, allowing thousands of tons of seawater to rush into the cargo holds. With thousands of tons of seawater flooding the cargo holds, MV Derbyshire had reached the point of no return. In less than 2 minutes, one of Britain's greatest ships disappeared beneath the Pacific, taking 44 lives with her. The investigation proved the tragedy was not caused by an unstoppable storm alone, but by a critical design weakness that no one had fully understood. The tragedy of MV Derbyshire changed international maritime safety forever. New ship designs, stronger hatch covers, and advanced flooding alarms have... For years, the families refused to give up. They challenged the official findings, demanded new evidence, and continued searching for the truth. Eventually, the investigation was reopened. This time, the evidence from the ocean floor told a completely different story. The original conclusion was overturned. The loss of MV Derbyshire became one of the most important safety lessons in maritime history. MV Derbyshire was lost forever beneath the Pacific.